Okay, so here, Grandmaster Wei play as white, and Grandmaster Abukir Sindarov play as black. Okay, let's start. Okay, so Wei played e4, Sindarov played e5, knight f3, knight c6, and then bishop c4. So we reached the opening Italian game. Okay, so knight f6, normal development by Sindarov, and then d3 by Wei. Okay, so bishop e7, and then castle short, knight c3, and then d6. So the idea of d6 is to planning to develop the light squared bishop. Okay, so and then after that, Wei played a4. He wants to gain more space here on the queen side. That is the normal strategy, no? Standard strategy in the Italian opening. Okay, Sindarov developed his light square bishop and pinning the knight on f3. Okay, so h3, Sindarov captured the knight, and then Wei he recaptured it with the queen, and knight d4. Okay, so centralizing the knight with tempo, attack on the queen. Queen d1, and then c6. So c6 is an important move here by Sindaro because it's limiting the mobility of the knight and bishop on the queen side. Okay, so also Sindaro is planning to play d5. That's why Wei move away the bishop to a2. Okay, so knight e6. Maybe he wants to play knight c5 or knight f4 in the future. Okay, so rook e1 by Wei, and then queen c7 to connect the rooks. Let's continue. Okay, so bishop e3, b6. Okay, so as we can see here, Sindarov playing very solidly here in the opening. Okay, so rook d8, and then h4 by Wei is planning to attack on the king side since he has more space here on the king side. Let's continue. Queen d7 by Sindaro, queen h3. So the idea now is it's pinning the knight, and there's a possibility here to capture the knight on e6. No? Let's continue. Rook e8 by Sindaro, and then bishop takes knight. Okay, so interesting move by Wei, capturing the knight on e6. So as we can see, the light square bishop is very strong on that open diagonal, no? So Wei captured the knight, and then and leave the dark squared bishop, no? The dark squared bishop is a good bishop since the pawns on the centers are on the light squares. Let's continue. So knight e2, and then Sindarov now break the center with d5, okay, knight g3, rook f8. So Sindarov wants to control the f file since it's semi-open. Okay, so h6, and then here Sindarov create a battery as well as Wei on the e file, and then Sindarov create a rook battery on the f file. Okay, so the position is level, but I'd like to play as black here because of um, the rooks here on the f file is, I think this is more active or much stronger than the rooks on the e file, no? Because the file is closed. Anyway, you can take the pawn in the future and then open up the center. Okay, so bishop c3, and then okay, Sindarov don't want to open up the center because it can give activity to the white rooks. That's why he closed the position by playing d4. Okay, so bishop d2, c5, and as we can see, very strong pawn structure here by Sindarov. And his pieces is well placed here, no? The only problem for Sindarov is this dark square bishop. it's it's blocked by pawns. So let's continue. And little by little, they're improving their position. Okay, so B5, he wants to play C4 in the future. Okay, so knight H2, C4, capture, 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 and then capture. Okay, and after that, knight G4. This is the first mistake here, no, by Grandmaster Wei. So computer don't like the move G4. Okay, because after, let's say, after knight takes and then queen takes, uh, there's no clear way for white to attack the king side right now. There's a lot of defenders and the center is closed. While here, Sindalo continuing gaining space on the queen side. Okay, so knight takes knight, rook takes f6, bishop e1, and then rook f7. So in this type of position, patience is very important. Okay, so f3 and then rook a7. Okay, so that is the idea. Why Sindaro bring the rook to f7? The plan is to challenge the rook on the a file. Okay, so rook d1 and then rook to a2 on the 7th rank. So the rook on a2 is very active right now. Okay, it's threatening the rook, the pawn on c2. Now the rook on e2 is tied up to this pawn. Let's continue. So bishop h4. Okay, rook b7. Now Sindaro transferred his rooks on the queen side since um, there's a space advantage on that side of the board. Okay, so we need to uh, maintain the position solid and defended. No? Let's continue. Queen f7. Okay, rook battery on the second rank. Rook c1. Okay, so this is the only move to uh, to protect the c2 pawn. Okay, so king h7, king g2, rook b8, rook f1, rook b7, and then now Wei uh, trying to counter on the king side, which is good because uh, he has more pieces and space on the king side. Okay, but Sindarov just captured the pawn. That is a good move. That is an important move, no? He needs to capture that pawn, or else Wei will get the initiative. Okay, so e5, bishop c5. As we can see, this bishop is still a bad bishop, no? Compared to this bishop on h4. Okay, rook takes pawn on f4 with the attack on the queen, queen e8. So in this position, Grandmaster Wei has an initiative. Okay? And I think white is better in this position because as we compare the pieces, black's pieces are on the queen side, which is not good because uh, it takes a long time to bring the pieces back to the king side. No? Okay, so but Sindaro plan is to attack and counter on the first rank with his rook. That's why he battered the rook. And after that, okay, so great move by Wei Yi. Okay, so giving check to the king with the idea of rook on the 7th rank. Okay, and then in this position, Grandmaster Wei blundered. Okay, he played G4, unnecessary pawn move. Maybe he wants to push that pawn forward, but this pawn move weakened the bishop on H4. Okay, so later we're gonna see this idea of bishop E7 by Sindarov. The square H4 now is weak. The rook H1 idea is very strong. Okay, followed by bishop e7. Okay, I think this is the turning point. The pawn g3 to g4 weakens the position of uh, Grandmaster Wei. Okay, okay, so now white is forced to capture the bishop, right? Because after bishop takes bishop, queen takes bishop, now there's a threat of queen h4. And there's a counterplay by black. Okay, so another mistake by Grandmaster Wei. Okay, so here, the position is equal. Okay? But he needs to find the precise move. Okay? So the threat is queen h4, right? The threat is queen h4. So after rook takes d4, now the queen h4 idea is uh, allowed by white. So there's a check, and this is very dangerous for the white king because it's in the center. Okay, so queen to g2, queen g5 check, king move, followed by queen e3, and Wei Yi resign. Okay? So, for what reason? Let's check. The queen is attacking the king and the rook. So, it's a fork. Okay? Aside from that, if king moves to h2, there's a pin. If king moves to h4 and then queen takes rook. Okay? And that is winning position for grandmasters in the row. Okay, so what a game. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this game by Grandmaster Habukir Sindarov and Grandmaster Wei. Thank you.